Alright, more of this boring bubble wrap. I'm excited.
Spider's A. Let me walk you around here. Bro, the real MVP.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So, in this video, we're going to be talking about, like I said before, and like you probably see below, this video is about why I decided to come back to school. But before we get into that,
yep, come on.
Follow me on Instagram. You know it's mail time.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
I love mail time. Alright, so I'm going to start with a small one. And I don't have a box cutter, so what I'm going to do is use my house keys. If I can find them. Okay, here they are. Boom, house keys. Woo! This is so satisfying. I love opening mail. They're like little gifts. Alright, wrapping paper. You know, this sucks. I like the old school wrapping paper with the little bubbles. Cause then, it's a totally different story. But I used to put them under the bath mat, like the little carpet that, or like little mat that goes outside of the bathtub, so you don't wet the floor. So that when people are walking out of the bathroom, they step on it. You know, a little prank idea that I used to do. Anyway, I got an editing pad, Wacom. I think that's how you say that. Sorry if I pronounced your product wrong, but it's a creative pen tablet. What you do is, you know, you sync it to your laptop, and it makes editing go way smoother than, you know, a trackpad, or even if I was to get like a Bluetooth mouse. I've been holding back on this, trying to use my iPad and stuff, but you know, I've repurposed my iPad for something else, and I figured this was recommended to me by several people, and I figured, you know, I'll just cave and I'll get it. So, alright, now here's the big boy. It's actually it's a little heavy. I'm picking stuff up from that angle. It's not ideal. Alright, let's get into it. You feel me? So now I'll get those smooth, butter-like cinematic shots. Oh, cinematic shots. Oh my god, I can't wait. Okay. I can't wait for the production that's gonna come out of having this baby right here. Oh my god. Did you look at that? Let's just take it all in. But I'm not going to put this together on camera. That's a different project for a different day. Okay, and it locks shut. Nice. Kind of, I don't know how I feel about that case, but it feels like styrofoam. It looks like styrofoam, but it feels a little harder than styrofoam, even though it has like a little bit of give. But I'll trust it. It's okay. The case is kind of bulky though. Yeah, so that concludes mail time. Super excited to get started with that. And yeah, and get some new production going. So back to the story at hand. Why I decided to go to school. So for those who don't know, I have a bachelor's in psychology, and I did start grad school before as athletic training, sports rehab, and that didn't work out. You know, it just wasn't the calling. It was causing me a lot of stress. I was very unhappy and anxiety ridden, and you know, I thought I loved it, but you know, when it boiled down to it, I didn't. Yeah, so I wasn't happy, and I left. Yeah, I dropped out, which, you know, sometimes you gotta do. Sometimes, you know, the best option for you is to not finish. So I didn't finish rather than, you know, be miserable with a degree I don't even want, doing something I don't even care about anymore. Yeah, so to make a long story short, I left school, found my passion with my camera. I got more into, I got like a job at UPS, and I got more into filmmaking. I was vlogging still. So, you know, some of my earlier vlogs and stuff like that was around this period when I started like really ramping it up. Yeah, so I got that going, and then I started my photography business and my videography business, and I was trying to figure out how to grow. Now, by this time, I was still in Philadelphia. I didn't know how to grow, what I wanted. I didn't have a niche. I didn't figure out what I wanted to do, how far I was trying to take this photography and videography thing, anything like that. I was kind of just going with the flow. I knew what my passion was now. I had another business I was trying to, you know, grow and curate, and I had this thing that I loved, and I didn't know what to do, how to grow it, how I could turn my hobby into my job, or turn it into a job that I love. You know what I mean? I was unhappy with the job that I had at UPS. You know, I loved my coworkers, they were cool, but it just wasn't for me, you know? So from then on, watched a bunch of YouTube videos trying to figure out how to grow your business. And you know, different people give you different suggestions based on their niche. And I was trying to figure out where I fit into all of that and what works best for what I'm trying to do. So, you know, I did the cold DMs, cold emails for a little bit. Wasn't hearing anything back. So I was like, you know what? I'm self-taught. You know what I mean? And I know I want to do bigger things. Because, you know, with freelancing, you kind of you do whatever comes. You don't really say no to anything, because at that point you kind of just need the money. You need to get it done. But for me, I was like, no, I'm really trying to niche it. I don't want to just be doing everything. because then I'm gonna get burnt out and I'm not gonna really love the process. So I was like, to get the type of work and the type of clients that I want, I really need to, ramp up so I qualify for a contract job with whoever, right? Just a contract job, bigger than the freelance stuff I was doing. So I looked into, a certain university, because I was thinking, I looked at two. I looked at one that was giving out like just purely certifications on things, and then I looked at another that was an actual school. And they both appealed to me, but obviously, I didn't have any money. School has financial aid. So I was like, okay, cool. Well, let me see what's up. I looked through the curriculum, everything looked okay. And then I finally just put in for the information so I could get some information. And I'm thinking, I asked for information. You're going to send me stuff to my house, right? 2 hours later on the same day, they call me up. And they're like, hey, did you submit for information for this university? And I was like, yeah. I'm in my bathrobe, comfortable in my house, cooking lunch. And I was like, yeah, I did, but I didn't, I'm totally unprepared for this. I don't really have any questions or anything in particular to talk about or ask you. I could just tell you what I've done so far and why, I was inquiring. So he goes, okay. So he walks me through the curriculum and we're talking and stuff. And I was like, yeah, it just doesn't, I don't know, because I really don't want to go back to school, but you kind of need something to back you up. You know what I mean? And whether that something is previous experience, which I've only been freelancing or whatever, at that point, probably only been taking pictures for about 5-6 months. And I was doing video for about a year and a half, something like that. I barely have any experience. That's why nobody was hiring me. But, I need something else to back me up, right? So I was playing with the idea. Okay, it was rolling admission, so it was kind of like, as long as you can prove that you have a bachelor's degree, they'll pretty much accept you during any semester. So it's like, okay, cool. Like, I'll think about it. The school's here in California. So I basically consulted anybody whose opinion actually mattered to me about this decision. So, after talking to some of my friends, they were like, yeah, you have no reason to go to DC. Why are you even going? If you have an opportunity to go somewhere else, then go. And me, I'm starting this new thing where I don't let opportunities pass me by. And you shouldn't. Because at the worst case scenario, it's a learning experience. And if that's the worst case scenario, hell yeah, do it. Because you learned. If you learned nothing else, you learned that you didn't like that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go straight to California, figure it out. Worst case scenario, I come back to New York. But things have been working out pretty well. First video I've done for any business, it was a non-profit, Oakland's First Fridays. They actually featured my video on their website multiple times. That was great. They show so much love and I appreciate it. It's an excellent event. Like I said in the last video, if you're ever here during the First Friday, you should definitely check it out. It's fun. It's food, entertainment, all of that, live performances. So yeah. Yeah, so that was basically it. Credentials, who knows who I'll meet out here. It's California. People, who knows? I mean, you could say the same thing about New York, but I don't know. California is like it's always nice here. It's where people come because it's always nice. And I definitely feel like there's a lot of opportunity here if you work it right. So I've just been working it as much as I can for as long as I can, doing what I love, and hopefully it comes back. So that's my little spiel. It wasn't that long of a story, but yeah, I came to school. I decided to come back to school because I feel like it was the best thing to do, even though it was the uncomfortable thing to do. And you know, sometimes, because I don't know anybody in California either, so, and the people I did know aren't really here anymore, or they're in SoCal, and I'm in North California. So yeah, I don't know anybody here, and it was that uncomfortable decision because of that, but I feel like it was the right decision.